This is Operation Search for Awesome Dispersed Campsites. I'm headed to the Piney Creek Wilderness, the Mark Twain Nat'l Forest. It's about 3 hours from our house. It's probably the closest dispersed camping area to our house, honestly. Recently, just searching maps, my Onyx maps and Google Maps, I found a spot right on Table Rock Lake that's marked as camping spots. In fact, the little road going to it's called Campers Road or something like that. So I added that to my list. When I found that, I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna go check this out. So it's much easier to search for this kind of stuff without a trailer. My goal is to search and find awesome campsites so we can drag a trailer straight there and just go to town, right? So, and there's some off-road trails and stuff, so not having the trailer is awesome, so I can actually utilize my truck how it's meant to be utilized, right? Fun! I'm here in the Piney Creek Wilderness, and first stop just to get me oriented and eat something. It's the fire tower. So just right here, there's camping areas right here. I assume this is all just dispersed. You could just, in worst case, if I don't find any place to stay tonight, I would just come back here and stay here. There's 1, 2, 3 fire pits, picnic tables, good spaces, cleared out pretty good. So it's been maintained. Now here's the trail. It's not maintained at all. The trail that actually goes down to the Piney Creek, I believe is where that goes. And there's a bunch of trails throughout here. It's not cleared out at all. It looks like it hasn't been touched. So this might be a good like fall or spring trail to do. See, there's a trail in there somewhere, right? I just recovered from poison ivy and numerous bug bites. Poison ivy was the worst, so I'm not interested in going through that. I spent the money on some fancy air release for your tire, and man, they're such a pain in the ass to put on, and it takes much longer. Man, I just get a gauge and do it. I do need to buy the $100 ones that you just attach on there, and you can set it a certain PSI, and it just goes, maybe that'll be a little faster. But you can actually put them all 4 on and let them go until they're done on their own. And just like that, I've been on this trail for, well, it took me longer to air down than I've been on this trail. Here's the trail. Passes right by this dispersed area right here. You can just camp here for 14 days if you so choose, and it's actually a loop through. Here's a campfire spot. I'm just gonna keep going, but I'm gonna mark all these little spots. I'm gonna mark on my map, so I have. Now the trail got a hell of a lot rockier and a little more technical. I just gotta pick my lines to make sure I'm not dragging a differential, since I don't have any protection under there yet. It's doable, otherwise I wouldn't do it. So I got some nice rocks here that I gotta be cautious of. I gotta be cautious of the rooftop tent, but this branch here is definitely gonna take out my tent. Hell, this little guy is gonna scrape it. I've already hit 1,000 of those, so I gotta do something about this branch real quick. Hey, a little bungee cord. Take care of it. I should just build this passenger side up a little more, and I think I'll be fine. It's quite a dip. These 3 little rocks will hopefully keep me high enough. That was like nothing. It felt like nothing. Now, of course, we got a tree problem again. I just cleared out tons of overhead brush to get the tent through. Yet there's still tons more. Oh, scratch. Yeah, this got way too thick. But you don't know until you know. Yeah, I had to turn around. That trail turns into so now I gotta go up what I came down. Oh, lordy. Okay. I'm not interested in going slow, am I? Pretty stupid. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna stay on this corner. Okay. Almost to the big rock. This is where I might have to stop and take a look. Wow. So, holy shit. It's not videoed very well. I can't believe I just made it up that. That's what I took forever to plan, my downhill ascent. And I just went 4 low. 4Runner is, I felt, you know, I don't have a differential. I didn't have to lock the differential. My A-track's not on. I don't have to do anything. Here you can see my new scratches. Surrounded by pines and oak and cedar. You don't see any sycamores. Sycamores like to grow a little lower elevation, closer to the water, I guess. But this is a legit trail. Of course, the trailhead, place to camp. You could backpack back here several days if you really wanted to. I would suggest doing it in the fall or winter or early spring, just because of the heat. This trail's starting to get thick now, so I may just back up already. I'm not doing what I did with the branches encompassing me. That's a little ridiculous. Sucks. Just trees are not cleared out, so. A little more scratchy-scratch out on this trail, and it really goes nowhere, and it's too overgrown. But this is a little campsite. You can make it to here easily. It seems like a lot of these are that way. They go in from the main road, maybe a 1/10 of a mile, let's say. And you have a nice place to camp, flat, cleared out, fire pit. And then the trail continues on, but it's totally overgrown. So I found quite a few of those kind of trails around here. I gotta air up my tires, so I can do that while I'm eating. So that's what I'm doing here. So bon appetit, and see you on the flippy floppy. Here's your scenic view stop off, Piney Creek Wilderness. I'm heading to that little spot on Table Rock Lake. Let's see if this campsite at the lake is a bust or not.